Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Here we go, round number 1, scheduled for 6. I'm very interested to see how he fights tonight. George is coming off of an impressive knockout win.
Well, that could be a catch-22, Joe. Yeah, a lot of confidence coming into this fight, but also it could be overconfidence. He could start to think he's a huge puncher now, and he has to throw only one shot at a time, and that can really take away from his overall game.
How effective can the style of fight, the pace of the fight, it being a busy fight, be for the high-stamina fight?
Well, that's everything. What's the sense of being high endurance or fast if you don't have the kind of pace, the kind of landscape that you can use it?
That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Good flush shot by the assassin. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Good job, boy. Good job. Let's go, hit him.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Good fighting, snapping shot by Wood. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Ten seconds to go in this round.
You're doing great.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by George.
Good job.
End of the round. And this is a little bit hard to take if you're sitting back at home watching this fight and saying, I just don't get it. I mean, if you want to win the fight, you have to throw punches.
Maybe he doesn't want to win the fight. See, you're taking for granted that...
What, is he scared? He's fearful?
Hey, everybody's scared. Anyone who's in that ring is scared. He's not controlling his fear. He's not taking it, and that's for people in all aspects of life, whatever they do. You have to take whatever it is that can intimidate you, and you got to put it on the side and say, okay, right now, I'm not going to let that get in the way. He's letting it get in the way.
Good combination to the head. Goes up top with the right hand. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Scores big with the hook to the head. Not able to land the headshot. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. George's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Halfway through this round. Good exchange. He fires back.
Back to the body.
An unveiling of sorts here. An amateur fighter now turning pro. What are some of the first things you look for to see how he's handling that kind of atmosphere, the pro game?
Oh, it's a christening, of course. The thing that I concentrate on is the first round. You know, really talk to him before the first round. Go out there with your fundamentals. Be real alert. Just get him past the first round. As soon as he sits on that stool, you know what I tell him? Hey, the worst is over. Now it's just a regular fight.
Keep that head moving.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Unable to make an impact there by George. And we come to the end of round number 2. George is putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. Now committing to that jab, straight hand, and it works out. George is damaged by that shot upstairs. Little head hunting with the left.
Nice work, nice work, nice work.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by the assassin. How about that left hand?
Good, good.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Three minutes gone by in this round. Woods up on Teddy's scorecard, 3 rounds to zip, but still obviously a lot can happen at this point forward. Unable to connect by George. The assassin's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Woods really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will of the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
George is right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Woods showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by George. Solid hook upstairs. So he puts forth another punishing display. Woods dominating this fight from start to finish, and the end is getting near.
Yeah, and his opponent's looking like he's got Everlast written on his forehead. I mean, he looks like a bag.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. Zoning in with the overhand left. You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
To the ahead he goes with a left hand. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Halfway into round number 5 here. George is on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by the assassin. An accurate left by Wood. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. And now he's targeting upstairs. Commits to the straight right. Well targeted 2-punch combo by Wood. Wood's able to land a good, solid left hand. Scored well up top. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. And round 5 comes to an end. George's failure defensively has caused his cornerman such angst. His opponent just keeps on landing these headshots.
But something has to change, otherwise the corner has to stop the fight. So if I'm in the corner, I might tell my judge, hey, if you don't start changing things up here, moving your head, getting away from some of these shots, I'm stopping this fight. Let him understand that.
Flush shot, it was the overhand left. Really frustrating his opponent now. Wood's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Solid right by George. That hook was well off the mark. He's got confidence he can crack, and he just did there.
And he had the distance, Joe, the height that he wanted to set up that punch.
Time is of the essence now. We've reached the halfway point of this final round. A solid, true uppercut by George. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Oh, you gotta like that hook by the assassin. What an impact that left hand just made by Wood. Hits him in the mug with the right.
Watch the hook.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Solid right by George. Scored well with that straight left. Well off the mark by George. Able to cover up that gut. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, but you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. Wood's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fights.